is not as difficult as it seems. First thing you need to do is start off with a good recipe, and you always want to use fresh, free-range egg yolks. So for every 1 egg yolk, you're going to use 1 tablespoon of mustard, 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar or lemon juice if you prefer, a pinch of salt and pepper, and 3/4 of a cup of nut oil. I'm using sunflower oil. Now I've taken 3 methods that I found on the internet. The first 2 you'll be familiar with. The third one I wasn't, and I don't think you will be either. But to start with, we're using the most traditional with a whisk. What I've done is I've taken a good sturdy bowl and I've made a circle of dishcloths just at an angle so that it's there. All the things will run to the one end and I can whisk and pour the oil in, so I've got my 2 hands free, which is very important. So what we do is we add our egg yolk, tablespoon of mustard, pinch of salt and pepper, and then I like to add my vinegar at the end, but it's up to you. So I'm just going to whisk that up so they're nicely mixed together, and then start to drizzle the olive oil in. Very, very slowly. This is the most important part and where it can split. You want it to emulsify and come together, which is why you add it a tiny bit at a time. Beautiful. Almost there. Can put a little bit more at a time now. Happy days. Gorgeous, thick, lovely. Just finish with our tablespoon of white wine vinegar. Right. Done. You can see that is lovely, light, stunning, delicious, if I don't say so myself. So method number 2, food processor. I've doubled the quantities, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of mustard, 2 pinches of salt and pepper. I've doubled the quantities because the blades sometimes are lifted slightly, so they won't get to the yolk if you only use 1. So we turn that on and drizzle it in. Little bit at a time. It's starting to thicken nicely. Beautiful. I doubled the quantity of oil, so I doubled the quantity of vinegar as well. Two tablespoons of vinegar. Done. Beautiful, thick. Slightly thicker, actually, than when I used the whisk attachment, but just as gorgeous and luxurious as before. And lastly, I found this method on the internet, and I found it fascinating. I haven't tried it, so I don't know if it works. What we've got here is the attachment that you get with your handheld blender. And I put the ingredient in layers, which is the most important. So we've got the eggs, the mustard, the vinegar, salt and pepper, and the oil on top. That's very important, apparently, because we want to mix these ingredients first. So now, I'm going to put it down. Right. And now we take the handheld blender, we put it at the bottom, and we whiz for 10 seconds before bringing it up and emulsifying it with the oil. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it up slowly. Holy shit! It works! Mix that all together. Done. Amazing. So there we go. Final mayonnaise. Right. So I've got 3 Mayonnaises, all perfect, all work. By hand is the most effort, but it's easy if you don't have a food processor or a hand blender. In the food processors is really, really easy, and you can't really go wrong with that one. And with the handheld blender, I thought that was pretty freaking amazing. So yeah, it's up to you.